שבת שלום לכם. קיים ויכוח נצחי על מעמדו של הכדורגל האנגלי ביחס נניח לכדורגל הדרום אמריקני או האיטלקי. לא כאן המקום להיכנס לוויכוח הלגיטימי הזה, אבל אפילו חסידיו המושבעים ביותר של הכדורגל הלטיני יסכימו בוודאי בסוף תוכנית זאת שהליגה האנגלית היא מקור לא אכזב של התלהבות וריגושים, ובאחרונה גם מידה בלתי מבוטלת של מיומנות איכותית. אני מדבר על המהירות, הקצב, המרץ, התנועה המתמדת, הגבריות, המסירות בנגיעה אחת, האווירה המחשמלת במגרש, וכמובן גם הסיקור הטלוויזיוני המעולה. אנו נפתח במשחק של יום ראשון שהועבר בשידור ישיר מאנפילד בין ליברפול לבין ארסנל. ואיך אפשר שלא להיזכר במפגש ההיסטורי האחרון ביניהן באנפילד, כאשר ממש בשניות האחרונות של עונת 88-89 כבש מייקל תומאס את שער הניצחון שהעניק לארסנל לתואר האליפות והפך את ליברפול רק לסגנית. בארנס היה אז שבור על הדשא, אבל ביום ראשון האחרון הוא עמד מוצק על שתי רגליו. ליברפול באדום, השדר בריין מור, הפרשן ג'ימי גריבס.
No doubt looking for revenge for the events of last May, although I suppose it's fair to say that whatever happens, they'll never really quite erase the memory of that historic night. And Arsenal snatched the championship from them. Here's Tony Adams, the Arsenal captain. And one of the imponderables, of course, so far as Arsenal are concerned, is going to be their attitude after that shattering defeat at Oldham in midweek in the Littlewoods Cup. George Graham saying that was a totally unacceptable performance by an Arsenal side. They certainly need to put in an acceptable performance to have any chance of beating Liverpool today. Rocastle, Quinn. There's O'Leary. Oh, a total miskick by O'Leary. Rush has pounced on it. Houghton is through the middle. And a great chance for Liverpool against the post.
ארסנל ניצלת בנס משער יתרון ליברפולי מוקדם אחרי שאולירי מעד. שימו לב בהילוך החוזר שנראה מיד לאיכות המסירה של איין ראש לריי האוטון שהכדור שלו פגע במסגרת.
Well, actually, Ray Houghton should have scored there. I know it's easy to criticise a player so early on in the game in the first minute when you're not fully warmed up and things are not going for you, but great ball in by Ian Rush. He's looked up, he's done all the right things. I think he'd be disappointed he didn't score.
Here's Hansen. Burrows. Staunton to Burrows. Hansen. Swift challenge there by Adams. And Venison, I'm not sure whether Venison has taken a knock in these early minutes, but he came over to the bench and had a word with Kenny Dalglish, number 7.
ברי וניסון נפגע בהתנגשות ראשים עם חברו לקבוצה השוודי גלן הוסיין. הוא סבל מזעזוע מוח והוחלף על ידי פיטר בירדסלי.
Slightly concussed, I imagine. And here is Peter Beardsley now on as a substitute. It's a nice piece of skill there by Quinn. Thomas gets it out towards Rocastle. He's deceived. Staunton played the cross in. Grobbelaar down as both Groves and Smith went in.
Good piece of football that by Rocastle, who is looking quite dangerous for Arsenal at the moment.
Favourite to score the first goal, Ian Rush at 5-1. But at the moment it's Barnes. Freeland playing it in. Pitch. And such is Rush's returning confidence, particularly after that goal last week against Millwall. He was saying before the game, yeah, I think I might get the first one today as well. At the moment it's Arsenal in possession. Richardson. That's a Lovely ball played to Quinn. In turn, tried to get Perry Groves in. Rocastle's after this one, but it was Hussein who got it as far as Michael Thomas. And now Dixon, who's not a bad crosser of the ball. And hit by Quinn straight into the chest of Grobbelaar.
Well, now that Quinn's had that shot, I think Rushy at 5-1's not a bad bet for him, is it?
Actually, he is looking, here he comes after this one again. This is a part of his play. He does like to hustle defenders. And he's looking a bit more the party in Rush these last couple of weeks. At the moment, it's Beardsley. Oh, he's got past O'Leary. He's trying to get Barnes in onto that left foot. A chip across there.
הכדור של בארנס פגע בידו של המגן דיקסון, וליברפול מקבלת בעיטת עונשין מ-11 מטרים.
Dixon unsure about it, but the cop, I must say, reacted instantly. The referee, I think, probably
הוויכוח הוא אם זה היה כדור ירוי או לא, אבל בלי ספק ידו של דיקסון עצרה את הכדור, וההחלטה של השופט התקבלה ללא ויכוחים. בארנס מול לוקיץ', הוא כבש מן הנקודה הלבנה 3 פעמים העונה.
Tries to get in again, and this time it was hooked behind fittingly by Dixon for the corner.
I think with respect, Brian, that was fair justice. It was a very unfortunate penalty. It was one-handed, the penalty, and it was a great one-handed save. Justice all round.
But here's Houghton. So Liverpool still coming forward towards Hussein, just wide of the post. Barnes, who scored 3 times from the spot this season. And Lukic, it was a splendid piece of goalkeeping by John Lukic, flinging himself to the right there.
Certainly was a great save.
Possibly moving a little bit before the kick was taken.
Brian, you've got to move a bit before the kick's taken.
Whelan working hard through that midfield. But so too was Thomas for Arsenal. It's Liverpool's throw. McMahon. Beardsley just getting there a fraction before Adams. Houghton. Rush. And now Quinn to bring it away. Smith is offside at the moment. Quinn's got to hold on to it. And the boot was stuck out there by Staunton. Dixon getting back under a lot of pressure from McMahon and gets the corner. Taken by Staunton. Now Barnes. Trying to dummy a yard out of Dixon. Rush just a fraction too high for Rush. A lovely piece of play by Barnes. It looked almost impossible that he could get that ball across, but he found enough space to do it, and it was a devastating cross as well. Rush again. McMahon driving it!
סטיב מקמן כובש לליברפול בדקה ה-30, שערו השני העונה ואיזה שער, ובהילוך החוזר שימו לב לבישול המצוין של איין ראש.
Only the second of the season, and Liverpool's pressure pays off at last.
Oh, what a great goal as well. I mean, we're not going to see a ball struck sweeter this season than this, are we? Super, right along the ground, giving John Lukic no chance.
Whelan, who's done so much good work. Rush holding off his man, playing it back. A very good ball played back by Rush. Perry Groves. Here's Arsenal's throw, though. Groves with it. And a missile thrown into the Liverpool penalty area by Groves. There it is. Richardson trying to get in there. Rocastle's shot.
That sums it up a little bit as well, doesn't it? So to put it into perspective, it's been Liverpool, and quite rightly so. They've been the much better side this time.
Beardsley winning it against Adams, but Dixon getting it away. Hussein for Liverpool. In comes Rocastle, supported by Thomas, supported by Richardson, but it's Barnes now. Whelan, a lovely ball. Beardsley on the far side. Rush racing through the middle. Still with Beardsley. Rush! chance has gone away. That's so unlike Ian Rush, and it was some splendid work by Beardsley. Jimmy Reeves.
It was indeed. It was a great ball by Steve McMahon, and I don't know what Ian was doing there.
Away we go again. Liverpool leading 1-0. Richardson's little header to Thomas. Back to Richardson again. Groves. Barnes, lovely bit of skill by Barnes, and away he goes. Groves is after him. Beardsley waiting in the middle. Rush coming up on the far side. A great cross in there by Barnes, always tempting Lukic to come, but Lukic always feeling he couldn't quite get there, and Rush almost getting on the end of it. But it's Quinn at the other end now as Smith goes marauding forwards, but Robillard gets it for Liverpool. Great work by Barnes, and here's Staunton now for Liverpool. Richardson, Groves. McMahon. For brave men out there today.
It was again a duel between Richardson and McMahon there.
Thomas, nice touch. Quinn. Smith. Richardson. Wilson just get to Winterburn. Houghton couldn't quite get to it. And the flag is up on the far side against Michael Thomas. A free kick to Liverpool. Thomas, 22, will remember that night in May the rest of his life, and I suppose if he goes on playing until he's 40, unless he maybe scores a winning goal for England in a World Cup final, he will never ever quite equal that moment. But he scored that amazing goal right at the end that clinched the title for Arsenal. Beardsley. Barnes. Weaving his way through. This is Barnes. And it was vintage Barnes as well. Rocastle. Seem to be putting Rocastle away on that left flank at the moment. Well, this is Winterburn making the break. I haven't seen many Arsenal men from the back coming forward. That time it's Whelan getting it away. It's a free kick, and I can only think that free kick was for the foul by Burrows on the other side there against Winterburn.
I think it was. To be critical of the big two up front, and one has to be, they're not showing at all. They're not giving their midfield players or anybody who's getting the ball a target to hit. Richardson's free kick for Arsenal. Plenty of height there in the box, but in fact it came in low, and it needed the challenge of Ronnie Whelan to get it behind for the Arsenal corner. They will surely look for the likes of Smith and Quinn here. Quinn has taken a deep position on the edge of the penalty area. Now he's making his run. Smith coming in behind him. It's Smith's header. And Perry Groves almost in there. Alan Smith in there, kicked away by Houghton. Richardson turning it back again. Liverpool not out of the wood yet. In the end, Quinn's header is gathered by Robillard. Splendid piece of work by Alan Smith. And it needed Houghton at that post to keep Liverpool in front. It's a brave little header there by McMahon. And he finds Beardsley in turn, looks for Rush. Brought down. He was a little unfortunate there, Adams.
טוני אדמס מכשיל את איאן ראש, בעיטה חופשית לליברפול.
Yeah, he was unlucky. I don't think you can blame Tony Adams for this. The ball was running away from both of them, actually.
שימו לב לריי האוטון שמתמקם שם בתוך החומה של ארסנל.
Lukic would like to know. It's going to be Barnes. Curled brilliantly!
וג'ון בארנס קובע 2-0 לליברפול בדקה ה-70 בבעיטה שהשדר האנגלי יכנה אותה בעיטה בסגנון ברזילאי. ריי האוטון יצא לו את הפרצה בחומה. הנה עכשיו.
Whelan runs over it. Barnes in true Brazilian style floats it, inch perfect, wide of Lukic. And Liverpool are 2 up, Jimmy Greaves.
Well, it's something in the game that you can make as much provision for as you want to. You can practice, you can get your line right, you can do whatever you want for hours on end. But when a flash of brilliance like that comes up, there's nothing anyone can do about it.
Groves with the throw for Arsenal. Can Richardson get on the end of this one? Can Winterburn? Oh, Winterburn was just put his finger on the trigger for that one, just as Dixon did as well. Grobbelaar plunging across his goal, but it finishes up in the pocket. It's still 2-0 to Liverpool. Ball there, Lee Dixon. His 3 goals this season have all come from the penalty spot. Adams getting above Beardsley. Hayes. To Smith. Staunton's in there, Smith!
בדקות הסיום מצמקת ארסנל ל-2-1, התוצאה הסופית, הכובש אלן סמית.
And who knows, we might get quite a finish here now.
It was a very untidy goal. It was a total mix-up, really. None of the Liverpool players going for it, and Smith got his toe to it.
So Liverpool lead 2-1.
והניצחון הזה של ליברפול העלה אותה לראש הטבלה והיא שמרה על המקום הראשון גם לאחר הפסדה המפתיע שלשום מול סוגרת הטבלה דאז שפיל ונסדי 0-2. ונסדי עלתה למקום ה-17 אך בצמרת 4 קבוצות ולהן 27 נקודות כל אחת, ליברפול, ארסנל, אסטון וילה המפתיעה וצ'לסי. צ'לסי יצאה בשבת למשחק חוץ באולד טראפורד מול מנצ'סטר יונייטד המתאוששת, ולמשחק הזה קדמה דקת דומייה לזכרו של ג'ימי מרפי שנפטר בשבוע שעבר. מרפי היה סגנו של המנהל מאט בסבי בתמונה בתקופת הזוהר של מנצ'סטר יונייטד בשנות ה-50. בסבי כיום חבר הנהלה. מרפי לא היה במטוס של היונייטד שהתרסק במינכן ב-1958 כי ניהל באותו זמן את נבחרת ווילס שניצחה את ישראל בקרדיף. צ'לסי בכחול, יונייטד באדום לבן והשדר הוא מרטין טיילר.
As they go again, Hughes might get there and does. And Chelsea are in trouble against Mark Hughes. Robson is in the middle, came behind him, and he's rescued possession. Blackmore's cross, it's Wallace, and then McClare was hoping to reach the header before Besson. Moncal. Squeezed through to Kevin Wilson. Here's David Lee, who'll be 20 tomorrow. Robson. Ince looking for a thoughtful pass and finding one to the feet of McClare. Wallace. McClare for Wallace. Chelsea are open up here. It's Danny Wallace, well saved by Besant. Hughes.
כבר ציינו לא אחת את השוער הזה של צ'לסי, דייב בסנט, שהדף עכשיו מול דני וואלס ואחר כך מול מרק היוז. לא בכדי הוא הגיע זה לא כבר אל שער הנבחרת האנגלית מול איטליה.
The first real opportunity of the game, and it was a clear one for Manchester United. Chelsea have survived it. Slipped. Hughes. Oh well, that free kick could have gone the other way. Hughes was using his body to impede Alan Dickens. But John Martin rules for Manchester United. Moncau has obviously been told to pick up Gary Pallister. Two of them involved here. Pallister won it! That's Hughes!
מרק היוז, החלוץ הוולשי של מנצ'סטר יונייטד, מטיל אימים על כל הגנה והוא במיטבו בימים אלה.
Pallister out-jumped Moncau there. And it was pretty close from Hughes. Hughes, the flag has stayed down. Lee looked across at the linesman, but Hughes has put it wide. It was certainly a decision that Chelsea might have debated had Hughes gone on to score. But they're trying to find the front players earlier, Manchester United, and Hughes, who runs so elusively, stole a yard on Lee then.
ראסל בלזמור מחליף את דני וולס והמשחק עובר עכשיו למחצית השנייה.
Plus Roberts. And it's Moncau of all players who's charged upfield to get caught offside, and now will have to sprint back because Leighton has distributed the ball quickly. Dorigo. Lee. Oh, and Roberts has slipped. Hughes has the chance. Oh dear. Blackmore. McClare. Oh, Hughes hit the ball first of all against the prostrate Robson after Roberts was nearly left with egg on his face. But Manchester United didn't lose concentration. Blackmore got the ball back. McClare dived in, but it was wide. Martin was running in a straight line across the pitch. Hughes still being played in front of the Chelsea defenders. That will suit them. Some more probing pass now from Beardsmore into McClare. This is Blackmore and Hughes, the two Welshmen, trying to set it up for United. There was certainly plenty of patience about Manchester United's play then to work for an opening, and maybe patience is a commodity that they could use a little more of. But the crowd drives them on. Pallister. He's moving freely enough here. Just trying to steer it through the centre. I think there was a sort of comment in his ear from the bench then. Hughes, a difficult bounce. And ball. Hughes thinks there should have been a free kick the other way because Lee had raised the foot. Aggressive nature of this game, within the framework of the laws of the game, I must stress, really epitomised in Mark Hughes' expression then. It's uncompromising. It's 0-0. Moncau. Wilson! He's been a great deputy for Gordon Jury, Kevin Wilson, this season, with 8 goals already and very lively in the opposing penalty area. Hughes will get there before Roberts. McClare's in the middle, and Robson! So often the captain arrives at the perfect moment. It was a difficult ball to strike. It came just inches behind where he would have liked it. Did well to get close. Hazard found by Nicholas, in turn looking for Dickens. Clark. This is better from Manchester United. Martin and Beardsmore. Hazard. It's an easy pass on for him by his standards to Dorigo. Against Ince. And past Ince. I'd have preferred it to drop towards Dixon rather than Hazard. And on the break is Robson. McClare to the left. Lee working well for Chelsea, very well indeed. It's a match with a real cut and thrust about it now. And David Lee. And now Dixon. Well, if you really wanted a minute to sum up the passion of this game, it would be the last minute, which ended in David Lee firing Chelsea forward and Kerry Dixon firing into the Stretford end. McClare. Hughes! Besson had to go for it. Didn't get there, but the ball passed outside the post. Well, Mark Hughes, from the first whistle really, has been in hot pursuit of a goal which still hasn't arrived.
You'll be escorted back to your transport as soon as possible. Thank you for your cooperation.
Dixon, played through by Hazard, he's onside, Chelsea can win it, they can still win it with Dixon, stopped on the line by Bruce. Amazing.
קרי דיקסון יכול היה לנצח את המשחק הזה לצ'לסי בשניות האחרונות, אבל תחילה השוער עצר ואחר כך ברוס הדף מפי השער. וכך הסתיים המשחק הזה בלי שערים, אך הלוואי עלינו תיקו 0 כאלה. מחר תשחק צ'לסי נגד ווימבלדון, ליברפול תהיה במנצ'סטר סיטי, כרגע האחרונה בטבלה. לאסטון וילה צפוי משחק לא קל בנוטינגהאם מול הפורסט, ואילו ארסנל תארח את מנצ'סטר יונייטד ביום ראשון. ואצלנו המשחק המרכזי מחר, מכבי חיפה נגד בני יהודה בסיקור מלא במשחק השבת, ועמו משחקים אחרים מן הליגה הלאומית ועוד אירועים לרבות אליפות הטריאתלון באילת. בליגה הארצית הושגו היום התוצאות הבאות: הפועל בת ים, הפועל ראשון לציון 2-1, מכבי פתח תקווה, הפועל חדרה 3-1, צפרירים חולון, מכבי יפו 2-1, רמת עמידר, מכבי תמרה 2-0, כולם ניצחונות ביתיים. הגענו לסוף התוכנית ולסיום משדרי הטלוויזיה הישראלית לערב זה. לכולכם ליל מנוחה ושבת שלום מירושלים.